Hello friends, today we will discuss about the two transistor model of an SCR. SCR popularly known as Thyristor. So if we are going to cut this sandwich layer that is in between this topmost P and lowermost N, that is these sandwich layers N and P into two equal half, then our final layer diagram will be like this. This will be in the form of two transistors. Transistor of upper half PNP, it is a PNP transistor, and the lower half it is NPN transistor. We will draw a PNP transistor like this. Upper terminal of this transistor is anode, and as it is a PNP transistor, this terminal is also emitter, IE1, which is equal to IA. It is transistor Q1. Obviously this terminal will be collector IC1, and over here this terminal representing gate. The current entering from this terminal is IG, that is gate current. Then this terminal representing the base current of transistor Q1, represented by IB1, and then further the lower half is an NPN transistor. This IB1 is nothing but the collector current of second transistor, because it is NPN, so it is IC2. Finally, current is being collected from cathode terminal, and this current is nothing but IK, which is also equal to the emitter current of second transistor, that is also equal to IE2. So this is transistor Q2. So we'll try to write down few KCL equations based upon this circuit. So the KCL equation for this thyristor will be the current collected at cathode will be the sum of anode current plus the current supplied from gate, IA plus IG. Here you will have to remember that IK is equal to IE2 and IA is equal to IE1. Also IB1 is equal to IC2. Now we can write down few more equations that is purely based upon the equation of transistor. It is in common base configuration. So we know that the forward current gain as well as the leakage current of these transistors can be represented in the form of the equation. For first transistor, it is IC1, which is equal to alpha 1 IE1 plus ICBO1. This is the leakage current. Similarly, this is, you can say, equation number 1. Similarly, we can write down IC2 as alpha 2 IE2, where alpha representing forward current gain. Then in terms of leakage current for common base configuration, that is ICBO2. We can write down IA as the sum of IC1 plus IC2, which is also equal to alpha 1 times IE1, where IE1 is equal to IA plus ICBO1 plus ICBO2. So here we can rearrange and replace IE1 by IA and IE2 by IK, and then further we can put the value of Ik as Ia plus Ig. So the next equation of Ia will be equal to, now Ia is equal to alpha 1 times Ia. In place of Ik you can put Ia plus Ig, so it will be alpha 2 times Ia plus alpha 2 times Ig in place of Ik, plus ICBO1 plus ICBO2. So we can separate the terms with Ia. It will be Ia minus Ia common from these two terms. Within bracket it is alpha 1 plus alpha 2 will be equal to. So finally Ia is taken out as common, 1 plus bracket alpha 1 plus alpha 2 equal to the same thing, alpha 2 Ig plus ICBO1 plus ICBO2, and Ia is equal. So this is the final expression of anode current in terms of the forward current gain alpha 1 alpha 2 as well as the gate current. You know that the current ICBO1 ICBO2 very small, these are leakage current, and if the value of alpha 1 plus alpha 2 tends to unity, then the term in the denominator become 0. So for very small value of gate current, anode current will be very large. So this is also known as regenerative or latching action of an SCR. So by simply providing a very small current to the gate, of course with anode and cathode forward biased, we can trigger or turn on SCR effectively, and that is how we can use SCR as a control device or a control switch.